Hey everyone, welcome back to CreelTalk, the podcast where we get real about leadership, people, and the business of building something that lasts. Today, we're pulling back the curtains on a silent killer in business: arrogance. Let me say this loud and clear. You can't feed your ego and your family at the same time. Ego might get you attention, but it won't build legacy. It won't build trust. And it definitely won't build something that lasts. In a people business, your greatest asset isn't your product, it's your people. And arrogance is the fastest way to lose them. When you lead from ego, you stop listening, you stop learning, you start believing your own hype. And that's when things start to fall apart. Not all at once, but slowly, quietly, until the day you look around and realize the room is absolutely empty. I once worked with a founder who had incredible vision, but every meeting was a monologue. Feedback was dismissed, team members stopped speaking up. Eventually, talent walked out. Not because they didn't believe in the mission, but because they didn't feel seen. Let's break it down. Arrogance can cost you more than just likability, it costs you momentum, trust, talent, and growth. People won't follow someone who doesn't respect them. Great people leave when they're not empowered. If you're always right, your business can evolve. I've seen leaders lose everything, not because they weren't capable, but because they couldn't get out of their own way. So, how do you stop arrogance, especially when success starts stacking up? Here are 3 ways to stay grounded. 1. Before jumping in for your opinion, asking your team what you think is a simple shift that builds trust and shows respect. A CEO I admire starts every strategic meeting. What are you seeing that I'm not? That one question changes the culture. Number 2, celebrate others loudly. Make it a habit to spotlight your team wins publicly, not just the result, but the effort, creativity, and resilience they put behind their work. One founder had a fantastic idea to create a wall of impact in the office where every team member's contribution was displayed. It wasn't about hierarchy, it was about legacy. Practice reflective leadership each week by asking, where did I lead? Where did ego show up? Write it down. Sit with it. Growth starts with awareness. Not something that challenges a lot of leaders. What do you do when your team is more talented than you in certain areas? Here's the truth. That's not a threat. That's a gift. And if you lead well, their brilliance become your legacy too. You don't have to be the best at everything. You just have to be the best at creating space for others to shine. I once worked with a creative director who hired a designer that was better than him. Instead of competing, he elevated her, gave her the stage. And guess what? The brand exploded. Client didn't hear who was better. The client could care less. They cared about the result, and those results benefited both of them. They benefited everyone. Say this out loud with your team. I'm not here to outshine you. I'm here to amplify you. That one sentence can shift the entire dynamics. Humility is knowing that your success is shared, that your team's win are your win too. That asking for help isn't a flaw, it's a strength. Humility, as a matter of fact, builds loyalty. When you lead with humility, you build something that feels good on the inside. not just look good on the outside. So ask yourself this: are you building something that lasts or just something that looks good? It's easy to chase the optics, fancy titles, flashy offices, curated social media posts, being liked by the leaders above. Those things don't build legacy, they build image, and image fades. What lasts is impact, culture, the way people feel when they work with you, not just for you. If your business looks great from the outside but feels toxic on the inside, that's not success. So the real question is, are you building a business that serves your ego or one that serves your people? Because ego builds empires that crumble, humility builds communities that endure. And here's the thing: humility doesn't mean shrinking. It simply means showing up with confidence and curiosity. It means knowing your word, but also knowing you don't have all the answers. So here's the thing, guys. I'll leave you with a challenge today. Identify one area where ego might be leading your decision. Ask yourself, is this serving my mission or just my image? Replace ego with empathy. Replace arrogance with alignment. Thanks for tuning in to CreelTalk today. If this message stirred something in you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, your legacy isn't built on applause, it's built on impact. Until next time, stay humble, stay hungry, and keep leading with heart.